Arkham Knight is a story in which Batman inhales a dose of fear toxin, causing his deepest rooted fears, worries, anxieties, and doubts to plague his mind. As a result of this, his nemesis, the Joker, begins haunting him throughout his mission to save the city. The Joker taunts Batman constantly, berating him for his mistakes, shortcomings, times he let down his loved ones, digs up painful memories from Batman's past, and mocks his pain and suffering. Fighting inner demons is a common trope used in culture. An example of this is in Final Fantasy X when Titus wants to kick a blitzball to impress his girlfriend. As he attempts this, the voice of his father begins insulting him. The player must then press the correct button prompts to disregard the discouraging messages in order to kick the ball successfully. Batman 2 completely ignores the Joker's internalized harassment. He does not acknowledge the hallucination in any way, nor does he inform his allies of what is happening to him. He remains completely stoic and continues his work, completely dismissing the mocking cruelty of the hallucination. This circumstance culminates at the end of the main mission when Batman is given a second dose of the fear toxin. The Joker takes over Batman's body. However, Batman is able to use his mental, psychological fortitude and inner strength to defeat his foe and lock the pestering hallucination into the darkest recesses of his own mind. This last point is intriguing because throughout the game there is no mention of a cure to the fear toxin. It can be assumed that Batman's mental condition is permanent and that he is holding himself together with nothing else but power of will and self-belief. Another important point to mention here is that Batman has access to advanced technology and medicine. However, throughout the game, curing himself takes the least amount of priority. This can be attributed to Batman's self-sacrificing heroic attitude, but I think there is more to it than that. Batman knew that strength of will and mental toughness is a far greater asset than any medicine or antidote. He relied completely on his own resilience to defeat a poison that was driving him insane, and in the end, he was correct to do so. If you look at the way Batman defeats evil, he relies mainly on his brute strength and primal instinct. He has access to highly advanced weaponry and technology, and he still makes the decision that beating his enemies to a pulp is a better option. He has gadgets that serve a purpose, but at the end of the day, he is not Gadget Man, he is Batman. Brutal and animalistic. This is how he keeps his city safe. This concept is also key in real life. It is a common thing for individuals to be haunted and tormented by their past mistakes, weaknesses, shortcomings, fears, and anxieties. It is common for people to not impose their will on their own life out of fear of messing things up. To conquer this fear, many people resort to psychological tricks to help them out. Breathing exercises, mantras, self-help books, positive affirmations, and so on. Many also rely on mood-altering medication to help them navigate through a difficult life and to subdue their inner turmoil. I say, much like Batman's gadgets, these things may be helpful in certain situations, but the most important thing in order to improve mental and psychological health is to cultivate and develop resilience, fortitude, and plain old-fashioned toughness. To develop an attitude of stoicism in the face of fatigue and pain. To push yourself into difficult situations to increase your strength of will until it is iron. To then use your iron will to defeat whatever foes you are at war with, even if they are attacking you within your own psyche. The world may offer you helpful utilities, but brutal, primitive, raw willpower is your greatest asset in the battle against your own fear. Until next time, this is Happy Sumo Gaming.